Hello, I'm Diane from Millhouse Quilts. Today we have another version of one pattern, multiple looks. The pattern is called Confetti Scrap Quilt, and in this version it's so colorful. This is all different scrappy fabric tied in by this gorgeous border that just adds an optical look to it, but it also has all these colors we've pulled in. There's been this wonderful teal flange added. See how it's loose? There are so many times when that is just the perfect accent to put around the edge of a quilt. You can fold it flat like this, or you can put cording inside and make it look a little stiffer, but it's a wonderful accent touch. So if we look at this, we have a nice neutral background, and then the scraps go all over the place, from brights, lots of brights. Here's a nice muted one. Here's we've got purple, we've got red, we've got green. Here's another really bright one next to a little more calm one with a big pattern. Here's a tennis shoe. You wouldn't really expect to see a tennis shoe in the middle of that. But point being is, if you throw the scraps in, if the colors are right and the proportion is right, you can pretty much get away with putting anything in you want, and it's going to look great. Here is another version of Confetti Scrap Quilt. This one was made with a 6-inch pack that came already pre-coordinated. This time we picked a modern bundle of Cafe Collection fabrics, and we added it with a border and the teal to go in between it. And there again, we have a lot of different colors. Most of these fabrics are big prints. You'll notice the fun. Look at polka dots versus the little lines versus almost a solid. It's a real subtle solid, but it all really goes together really well into one great look. And over here we have another version that's monochromatic. It looks basically gray denim. It's got some blues, but it's mostly gray. But there are just as many different fabrics in this one as we've had in the other two. If you look closely, we have one here that almost looks like a polka dot. We've got two that look kind of like train engineer. Denim, we've got darker denim, light denim. This is like the wash denim. Here's a bigger stripe, narrower stripe again. But you put it all together and it's this great kind of gray-blue, wonderful look. We put gray for the side. We could have done a blue. We didn't. But there's a lot of gray. There's a lot of dark blue. So you can take a pattern and pretty much go with the color palette that you want, or decide you have a bunch of scraps you have to get rid of. The key things you have to find are the border fabric and then a fabric for the setting triangles, because those will be key. So if you pick those two fabrics and then decide what you want to go with it, you can go any direction you want. Happy quilting from Millhouse Quilts.